We sometimes get customers, particularly those who are looking for high volume applications, and they say, should we design our own modem or should we use a pre-built modem from one of the manufacturers? And they're looking at it and saying, if we buy a pre-built modem, then we're paying the manufacturer of that modem, their markup and everything else, whereas we could design it ourselves. And I think almost universally, once people start looking at the total cost of ownership, they find that the cost of designing and getting the approvals for their own design far outweighs the cost of buying a module. And actually the fact that the module manufacturers have got the experience of doing this, they've built multiple modules over years, and they've been able to test those over years, means that you get the benefits of the testing that they've done, of the certifications that they've done, without having to do all that work individually yourself. So generally we would say it's worth buying a module and using that module as it is. And of course there are a number of different module manufacturers, and they've started to bring in different technologies, particularly for different radio access types. So we're seeing, particularly in some of the newer LPWAN standards like Cat-M1 and NB-IoT, some new players starting to work in this field where the modules have been designed rather than using historic knowledge, but actually from the ground up, from startups. And those are really interesting solutions for some novel IoT applications. But I think it opens up a bigger question as well, which is about whether it's make or buy. And one of the things that we found really interesting is our Smart Connect software, which actually fits into exactly this question: should we buy a module or should we make something? And where people are trying to get devices connected to the network, often they have to write a lot of code to say, is it connected? How do I get an IP address? What do I do if it falls over and needs to reconnect? And all those things that need to be done. Now, by taking that as a library which is loaded into the module, what that means is they can concentrate on the application they're trying to build and use our Smart Connect software just to get the connection working and deliver the data securely into the cloud, knowing that they don't have to deal with all the things like certificate exchange and the security settings, because that's all taken care of by an approved, tested piece of software.